Hey everyone. So in this video, I'll be building a chess game. So it's a clone similar to chess.com or lichess, in which two players can sign up and then they can exchange their room codes, and then anyone can play the game over there. So it's a really mid-sized project. So I was able to code it through in like 3 hours, and yeah. So in this video, we'll be going through that, and I'll be building the complete version of it. So yeah, that's it. So the final version looks something like this, where like we have a chess plane and then we have like the second window. So there are like two people that are logged in. So one of my account is here, another of my account is over here. And here I can create a new game from this. I can copy the room code. I can paste the room code and I'll press join. So whoever creates the room gets the white, and whoever does that gets the black. So let's try to speed run a really fast checkmate over here. So let's go, and then let's open the king, and then again let's go with the horse. Also let's go over here, and I think we should be able to checkmate. That's it. So overall, I have built something like this. The UI has been polished a little bit by Cloud Code after the stream. So, and we also have like the move tables over here. Also, we have like a system to prevent prevent draws, have take backs, and all that kind of stuff. So, hope you guys will enjoy this thing. It was a good version. Maximum was like AI coded, but I wrote the code in the first place. So yeah, hope you guys have a nice time and check you out next week. Yeah, bye. Hope you guys will enjoy this video. Initially, we'll be building a multiplayer chess game that will consist of two players, one white and black, be able to play a chess game, and the game will run until one of the party checkmates one another, or the game is a draw, or like someone leaves the game, something like that. So the conditions are either side wins, game is draw, or uh, someone leaves the lobby, or someone quits. What's called? I think someone resigns from the game. So initially, my approach, what I'm thinking right now to build this is we'll build an API. I think we can use something like Express or Alicia, and then the front end will be in White, React, or maybe you can even try it like Dan Stack Start. This will be the front end, and also we need a WebSocket layer. We'll either go with like raw WebSocket node, in like node or like one, or we'll go with like socket.io. And for the chess, I think we have a chess.js or something like that. Chess.js. Yeah, there is something called like chess.js, right? So, I mean, we can use something like this. So, there is something called as Fein notation or something like Fein notation. So, it gives the current state of the chessboard. So, there are 64 kind of like 64 boxes. So like Fein notation gives the representation of the chessboard at the current time. And I think using this Fein notation, the Jester.js can evaluate the game, what moves are possible, what are illegal, what are legal, and different things. And there will be like I think multiple events that we need to look into. I think the events are events that can be like I think create room, join room, and move. I guess move, right? Yeah, I think at the moment I think these are the one, or resign, or yeah, let's do only these. So the events that we'll be mostly focusing on are like create room, join room, move, resign. So someone can create a room, and then they will get like a room code, and someone can join the room with the room code, and they can do a move, and then they can resign from the game. So yeah, this is the approach that I think I'll be going with. So initially, we need to create a way to issue JWT. Like we'll need to create a database, right? We'll need to create a database, and then like that database will have the uh, user and the password, and with that, I think we can use some kind of JWT based authentication, and that JWT we can send it to the WebSocket layer, and that will like we'll have to manage some kind of authentication or something like that, and then like I think the game should be pretty straightforward. So let's go to my terminal. I'll go Steve. Yeah, this one. So I'll go to developer. Um, we can create this like as a mono repo. So turbo, right? So it's a turbo repo. So what will we call it? Let's call it chess, right? Simple as that. This week, I think I want to use PNPM, and it will take some time to download it. So basically, our structure will be we'll have like app slash web, app slash WebSocket, and app slash API. Then also we'll have like packages slash shared. So which will have all of the shared like enums, Zord, schemas, etc. and packages slash DB, which will have our like database logic. I think we'll use Drizzle ORM for that. Drizzle ORM, and I think this is something that we want to go through. I'll not be using any complicated authentications. Like I'll just be sticking with like plain, uh, you know, plain like JWT encrypted with a secret key and all that stuff. So yeah, let's go. I think it's called chess, right? Yeah, chess. Open it in VS Code. Nice. The new iPhone has chess. So yeah, we have this. And then let's get started with the apps and the packages. So as of now, we have a docs app already there and then web app already there. So let's just remove the docs for now. Like we don't need the docs at all. We just have the web for now and we'll configure the rest later on. Also, we have like ESLint config, TypeScript config, and the UI. Not sure if you want to use the UI. I mean, let it be. Like we don't want to mess it up. So let's just create our like initial commit rm remove docs, right? So the docs part is removed, so we don't have to take a hassle on that. And I think right now, like let's just use, you know, the basic what it's called, like the instead of white React or 10 stack start, let's just use Next.js because we already have a Next.js app here. So yeah, I think that's good. Then how shall we start? Let's create a different app over here. Let's call it API. So API, and then we need to write package.json, JSON, and I like copying all of this stuff like this. Name is called API, version is this, type equals to module. Scripts we don't want to have, we don't want any scripts at the moment. Dependency also we don't want, and dev dependency also we don't want anything. So this looks annoying. Yeah, I think this works for the moment. So we can go to cd app slash cd API, right? Then we can do like pnpm install Alicia, right? Alicia JS. Yes, nice. Ergonomic frameworks for human. We don't want like to create like a Alicia app ourselves. So I guess like we can just do like Alicia, right? Yeah. And for the script, let's just do like for the div, we'll do npx tsx src. I mean, let's just do like index.ts, nothing complicated, right? Yeah, let's just do like div script. Div script will have npx tsx index.ts. Nice. So inside of API, we'll have index.ts, and index.ts will have the basic Alicia code. So something like this. Nice. And if I go and run this, let's go here. Let's just do like pnpm dev tsx. Yeah, let's install that. Um, Web standard doesn't support JSON. Long load. Let's do this. You might want to store. Uh, let's just go to localhost 3000. Okay, yeah, let me see. Yeah, I guess like there is some issue that like we need to use Bon or something like that. So let's go to package.json and then let's do Bon index.ts, right? Okay, okay, okay. We need this. We need to add this thing over here. So if you want to use Elixir with Node, then like we need to add its binding over there, and then I think we're all good, right? I hope so at least. Let's go to package.json. This one. Let's do like npx tsx and npm dev. Okay, this looks promising. Localhost 3000. Okay, yeah. The API is always is up and running. I think this is the basic thing that we wanted to run. App.listen. Okay, so that's good. So we just need to create like the a few routes that are like sign up, sign up route, login route. So okay, what will the sign up route do is about hmm, we need to use something called as Zord as well. So let's just do it in the shared folder. That means we'll create a shared folder over here and we'll call it package.json. So name equals to what is this one? Add repo slash. Let's just remove the entire dependency for now. Let's just have this one. So how do you export something? So let's just look at the package.json here. Exports. Okay, we'll just do this. src slash ts. So whatever we'll have in src slash uh, Zord schema.ts. So this should be export const name equals to Zord schema. Nice. So if I go and if I put this in our package.json in the API, so if I put it like this, reprocessor is works processor, yep, like this, and if I add a comma over here, if I install, go here to pnpm install, nice, pnpm dev, nice. If I go here and if I do like import, And if I do like console.log schema.name, and if I do like this, and if I open any like this, if I open a Postman, we need to do post on the color 3000 with no parents. Okay, so sign up. Okay, so the thing is user undefined sign up successfully. So schema.name is still undefined. And why is that the case? I'm not sure. Let's go and like restart this. Good. Now I have no idea, so I'll just ask Claude what's the issue here. Uh, Claude. While this guy is doing a lot of job. Mm. Somehow like Zod is also not Claude is also not able to figure out what's wrong here. Meanwhile, let's just write the app dot. So the issue was like we are not using type equals to module over there. So the dot schema generated successfully, which is a great thing. And we can just remove this log and then like we can proceed with the correct thing. So we can do const users. No, let's just do it like sign up. Nice. So here we can import, or like we can just do like const equals to schema dot. Let's just make it like sign up, and then let's do like schema dot sign up dot save parts requested body, and then we'll either have like success or data is invalid. Okay, good. Now we are like pretty sure like we have got the proper data. Now it's same for the nice. So data is still not used. So what you can do here is we can return our JWT with a time of 3 seconds. So let's just create a library called leaf slash jwt.ts, and let's just see jwt java typescript deselected one. Okay, nice. So we'll just do, does it have, okay, we need to install the types also. So let's go to our API, npm install this at type slash this. Secrets, we will also have the secrets in this one only. So constant slash dot ts export const jwt secret equals to very secret key. Now we'll also export this file. Nice. So constants is also exported. So we can import here, I suppose. Yeah, that's nice. So this one, and I think the third thing is I think we need expiry. So let's make it like 1 day, right? We don't want it to be like that. And after that, we need to also decode const. Verify JWT. Yep, cats null. Okay, good. The output would be either be string JWT payload or it will be a null. That's good. And we can just export everything. Export. Now that's good. So let's come here. Let's just do sign JWT. Okay. So you can just return them a token. Okay, data equals to token. So throughout this field, we'll be using the same kind of structure like this. And then right now, like I don't want to use like a totally real database. I just want to use like a mock database. So instead of using a database, we'll just try to use some kind of in-memory. Let's go with stuff. Okay. So what's in memory right now is so basically we just want to make the sign up route, login route, and this one is good. And let's just create a protected middleware, right? Let's just come here. Wait. So okay, so we can just call it auth.ts instead of middleware. Auth.ts, and then okay, we don't need to do any sort of complicated things. Let's call it. So basically, cost plugin equals to new Alicia. Then we need to decorate that plugin with slash this one. Uh, Plugin is a part that is decoupled from the instance. Every API or be used as part of another dependency. Mhm. Get profile. Mm, Use user. Okay. This makes a lot of sense. Okay, okay. So we need to decorate this one. Ah, let's just add Claude to do this. Mhm. Let's see. Okay. Um, so basically, right now, like we're trying to create a protected route, uh, which will check for JWT. You know, one not again that to the start round, and this will not go. Let's say to the screen. Can you read about this file? Then you might have better. I think it was a bad idea to take this to the. Mhm. So there is like usually like in Express, so there is something called as plugins in Alicia, which are like I think it's really hard to grasp at the moment because I have little to no idea about like how they really work. But there I think there are things like scoped, there are things like global, and I think local, something like that. So they handle like what will be the return type and all. So yeah, I mean like it's pretty interesting, but yeah, still I'll have to like see and understand. Okay, so first thing we need to install it. cd app slash API APL PMI. Nice. I think the error should be gone. Let's just do reload window. Yeah. I think the error seems to be gone. Okay, the error is still there. I mean, like we can just keep it. This looks really annoying. Mm, this looks much clearer. Now, what we need to do is we need to set up the WebSocket server. So before doing that, let's do one thing. Let's commit this much. Saying let's do all of them. Feed setup API with CWT. This so let's go to Postman and let's do body. We want to use JSON over here. What is the requested body? So we need to use username and password, right? So let's do username. Username will be Sargam and password will also be Sargam. This will also be double quote. This will also be double quote. So yeah, it returns me a JWT, which we can check in jwt.io. Let's see. Nice. The email is there. That is good. Okay, that's cool. And we should really consider it to be username, but it's really, so it doesn't really matter. Though. Yeah, that's fine. So all right, I think we have got everything in place. Now let's go to the protected route. So for the protected route, what we need to do is I think we need to send this in the authorization header. So let's just create a new HTTP route. Now we need to go post, right? Oh no, I think we need to do a get on localhost 3000 slash TRT protected. And what is the authorization? We'll just do, yeah, these are protected route. And if we do like anything that's like silly, like this, okay, still we are getting this is a protected route. That's not really good. Let's go inside the auth program. Let's just do like console.log user. Good. Now let's go over here. Oh yeah, it's on authorized, and if we like reset, nice. This is a product route, and email is this. So we aren't like refresh initially. So everything is working now. Like the auth is also working, and everything looks fine. So we can go ahead and yeah, it's already tested. So we can just do more testing and auth setup. Yep, that's good. Now let's set up our database. So database will just be like a mock class. So db slash package dot json. So this will copy the entire thing like this. This dependency we don't want anything right now. What we want is just dot slash index dot outside will be as anyone need. Yes, yeah, that's good. Now inside of DB, let's create a file called index.ts. Uh, export, no, let's just do for class user. No, constructor is. Now let's just do something with the cloud code. So we'll come here, we'll do index.ts. So in this file, we need to set up a singleton user class. We will allow to create user, find user, verify user, and then add user, list user, functional functions. Yep. So what we'll do is that like, we'll create all of these functions over here, and then like we'll export it to our main API. Then in the login and in the sign up part, we'll verify if the user is already there or like things like that. So yeah, and that will be useful for our JWT portion as well. Yep. Yeah, I think we have like a good thing over here. That's good. And yeah, so constructor is private. Nice. This one and user store. Okay, user record. Good, good. Okay, so we can just import this thing called as user store into our API. But first, what we need to do is we need to go to the package.json, and we'll also need to import it like this. So slash db, so slash style, and then we need to do pnpmi, and only then we'll be able to import it. So yeah, let's go ahead and import it. Okay, so for the sign up, right? For the sign up, there are some issues. Okay, so what we need to do here is, so we need to check user store dot nice. verify user. Okay, so like this, like this, like this. It's good. This is good. This is good. Yeah, in the off logging, I mean, we don't really need because no one will be able to see it. So, I mean, I really like this approach. Let's go. Let's go like this. So it's not running over here. So we need to do PL there. Good. Now we need to do login. And what will be our body? Our body will be, I mean, we just have it right here, right? Okay, user already exists. This is nice. Now, sign up is done. Login is here. Okay, so we get the JWT and I think everything works. So we will call this feed TB and done. And commit everything. That's good. Now we can move on to our WebSocket server. Now the WebSocket server will be stored over here, and I'll drink a water. Then I'll come back. Yeah. Now we'll implement the WebSocket. So for the WebSocket, I think we should probably use something like WebSocket node. WS. I think there are like two popular libraries. This and I think WS node npm. This one. So whichever is the easiest one, I think I'll implement that. I mean, I don't want to implement something like that. This one looks much more simple, so I'll try to implement something like this. Mm, WebSocket, new disables. Okay, okay, okay. I mean, like this looks like it's really simple, so we'll try to implement this thing. So there is this simple server. So we need to install WS. Let's go to the terminal. Let's go here. Let's create a new pane on Tmux. After that, we'll create a new web. Let's call it like WS, right? WS slash package.json. And here, like, I think we'll just copy the same code as in the API like this. We don't need Alicia. I mean, we need like JSON Web Token. We also don't need like another Alicia as well. We probably need like shared and database. So that's good. JSON Web Token is also nice bonus. And we also need the WS package. Let's go to WS and import it. cd app slash WS pnpmi pnpmi WS. And I think it also has like a DT, right? PNPMI add type slash WS. Yeah, this looks good. Let's copy the simple server. So simple server has been copied and we will create a file called index.ts. All good. And we'll also have like a dev script over here, which looks good. And it runs on port 8080. Now that's good. Now let's just log like console log WebSocket server is running on port 8080. 8080, yes, correct. And let's do like pnpmi and pnpm dev. Yeah, the WebSocket server is running on port 880. Let's test it on our Postman. So we need to select the WebSocket route. The URL is this, connected to this. Nice, something is there. On message, let's do some kind of message over here and let's send the message like this. The message should come here. Okay, now it's all good. So initially, as we discussed, we'll have like few events that will be create room, join room, move, resign. So we'll create those events in our shared. So shared slash src slash event.ts events.ts. The events. Let's make them a enum. I mean, like let's just make them like simple events. Then like events equals to this. Create room. Create room. Join room. Join room. Move. Move. and resign and then resign. I mean, like on this for now and export const events, or we can just do like export events. Yeah, this also works. Now we need to export it from here. Slash events, slash events. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. I think we need to add like a comma over here. So yeah, that's good. Now if I go there and if I reinstall everything, pnpmi, nice. Now it's like this, right? So okay, let's just create like a schema. So schema should be like fonts. I mean, like payload can be like z dot object only. Like we don't need anything that's complicated. Yeah. Um, or maybe like it can be even like optional, right? It's okay. Let's just export this one as well. Nice. Let's import it here. So Websocket message, and we also I think we need to import the uh, events, right? Yes. Now on here, what we need to do is we need to do what is the type of data? Okay, so we need to first parse it. So we'll just make a parser. So const data is WebSocket.raw data. So if parse, so data or success, and I can do like if not success, then we can just do like this. We can just do like invalid classes. So switch data dot event. What so this is our WebSocket server. So after initial connection, okay, so we will connect it. Nice. So socket connection is not possible. We need to do pnpm dev. Nice. We can connect it. We can do it like this. So we will have type equals to mode, and we also have like payload. So what's payload is invalid move received. JSON.parse raw dot toString. Mm-hmm. And during this, we also need to check the JWT so that like we can find out like which user is using this. That's really like fairly simple. So I think we just need to have like a ws.on connection. We'll connect. Okay, that's good. Like we'll be able to receive the token over here. So somehow like we need to pick out the token. Now we get the token over here, so we need to use the JWT decrypt. So we need the JSON to be token over here. So we need the same code as verify token. So JWT is with the verify token. Import JWT from JSON token. And what we can do is we can do nice. So if we do something like this, now we'll be able to get the user information in the socket as well. So let's do like pnpm dev, and let's come over here. Let's just put like this. So disconnected. Yep. What was the reason? I think abnormal closure. No frame was there. Invalid URL. Let's just do like Okay, so it's invalid token, which is like absolutely whatever we wanted. And invalid token is that JWT is not working. That's great. Like now, if we put the authorization header that we had earlier, which has the expiry of 1 day. So if I come here, then do this, then okay, that's great. Like I think we'll also get the WebSocket connections, right? We also got the WebSocket connections. So now what we need to do is we are really first like let's commit this code and like let's refactor everything. So feed setup WebSocket. Yeah, I think this is like wonderful. This is whatever we wanted. I mean, like, this is all we wanted basically. Now, what we wanted to do was in this code. Now we need to refactor this. So let's ask Claude to do it. While it is refactoring, we need to make sure like everything is good. Now we have like a basic setup that we want, Mm, and now we can just like start the chess, implementing the chess properly. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, okay. So, what the hell is this event handlers? Nice. So I really like the code that's here. So basically, let's go through it. So we'll have like a WebSocket server that's listening on port 8080. And whenever there is like a connection, first we check whether or not like the URL is there. So if that's not there, then we'll give the missing token error. After that, like we'll extract the token from the URL using our extract token utility. Then we'll also take out the user from there. If user doesn't exist, again we'll do the invalid token error. Then we'll see the error that is like see the user that is like connected. After that, like we'll do like whatever, if there is any error, then we'll just log it. Then we'll have like all of the messages are sent to the respective handlers. So yeah, like this file is only responsible for maintaining and establishing connection, and there is like the auth which is responsible for maintaining the authentication, and there is handlers which is responsible for the handling of different things. So yeah, now let's move on, let's commit the code. Good. And so next thing that we'll have to do is like we'll need to create like a similar things like the DB user store. We'll need to store like a game store or something like that. So can you create like a game store or a game class that will drive the chess game and integrate various events like. join, create, move, and resign into it. No need to add the business logic right now. Just the things that we need to use. So what I've told it is to like create like a game store or something like that, which is like really similar to like whatever we have done with the user store. So it will just give us like various things like create user, find by ID, find by username, verify user, list user, and all that stuff, right? So similar to that, like we'll also have like a game. So game will have like all of the games that are like currently being played. It will also have like the things such as like a game is being played by like which is players, like what is the current status of the game, what is the current like fail code or something like that, or like what is the status, like is it like it is like waiting for people to join, or whether like people are joined and then like whether the game is already finished or it is draw or is it like resigned or someone checkmated other player. So yeah, we'll be doing that. I don't want it to write the exact things again and again. So we'll just I just gave it to the Claude. So yeah, let's wait for it. I think that's a like fairly simple thing. Yeah. So as like the user story, it will create the game store here only. So the game store will have like all of the logics that are required. Mm, 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 mm. So there will be like two things. So there will be like piece color and the the ID of the player. So the ID will be like whatever the user ID is. Piece color will either be like white or it will be black. So the move will have like where is the move starting from, where is the move going to, what is the piece, what is the player ID, and I think also the timestamp. That's good. So game record will have ID, the players, move, status, current turn, winner, created at, updated at. That's good. What is authenticated user? So while like Cloud is working on all of that, I'll work on the front end. So remove, let's do it. Let's clear everything. Yeah, so what happened was like it created a game store which uses the singleton pattern and it has like piece color, game status, player move, everything. That's good. They handle creator, game store creator. Yeah, I think that this is great. So can you also integrate gist.js log the Websocket? Yep, gist.js. Tailwind. Let's install Tailwind. Going to install this. So we'll create a post css.config.js. Let's create this in the global.css. We will implement this. Now I think everything works right. I think so. Okay, so in the API we need to change the port. Port looks like 4000. Nice. 4000 there. This is running on 3000. Let's go and see. Yeah, yep, that's good. Now just yeah, okay. We have this for I think like this code looks good. Yeah, I like this 41,000 downloads. Yeah, I mean like not bad. This just to like PNP might be access for. I think this should be like huge client, I guess. Yeah, yeah, that's good. I think I like this. Nice. So I found like a good library that I can reuse. So basically, we have something called a chessboard, which is imported from React chessboard. So it takes an option called as chessboard options. So chessboard options are like multiple things. So I think we have like a unique identifier called as ID. After that, we have a position, which is like I think the fin, whatever the fin code is. And then I think we have like on piece drop, on piece drop, on piece drop. Yeah. So what we need to do is like return false. Right? What's up? Mm-hmm. Console.log. Okay, nice. Now what we can do is we can just return it from here. So if I do like this, then I should be able to see it in console. Hmm, nice. I think it's best for us to like integrate the fin logic there in the backend itself. I mean, we do not need to do it in front end as it will like. I mean, like to be really honest, like I think it will be fast, and since it's like on the front end, so it will be like the experience will also be like really good for the user. But what I think is that I think it's not really worth it because I guess like people can see it, and then like there will be like a lot of complications. I think we are fine with like a little bit of a delay as compared to not having everything working properly. So yeah, like what we will do is um we will create like from the backend only. So yeah, I think this is all good, and I think let's commit the code that's inside the backend, and let's do this. This I think like only these are what. So this also we need. This also we need. This also we need. That all of the things from the app is not needed. Feed setup with socket to handle actual this. Nice, and set up React this coding front end. Yeah, I think that this is great, and we need to just implement. I think so. Web. So what we need to do is like first initially ask the username and password, then get the JWT token, then have like a button to either join room or create to room. Then init the game and then connect it to the Discord. I think like this is like pretty simple thing whenever you try. I think whenever we have like AI that's like helping us build like various features, and sign up. So let's create a room. Copy this. Let's join this room. And yeah, so yeah, that's up over here. So let's create a room. Copy the ID. Let's go here. Let's just do this. Row ID. Join the stuff. Already in this game. So yeah, let's just do. I guess let's just do this. Sign up. Never. Let's just do like S and S like this. Sign up. Sign up. Create room. Copy room ID. Paste room ID. Join. Okay. I think like I think there's some errors when the order. Yes. Okay. See the messages. Okay. I think like you just don't go with us. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I think like our basic game is ready. Like we can play all the thing. The only thing that needs a lot of improvement, I think, is the UI. So I'll just make sure like the UI is proper, and I think we're like good to go. And we'll deploy it, and I think we'll be in good mood. Yeah. Can you do like let's just do one thing. Can you open the UI for mobile? And yes, that needs to do. Yep. 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 Yep, yep. Yep. So we are telling AI to, improve the UI, also then like improve, also like have a way to uh, let's create a room from here. Let's zoom the room. Nice. I think that's like pretty good. Okay, yeah, I like this. Too good. This one is good. I think I would love to like deploy this. Then everything will be like very cool. Okay. Uh, yep. So I think we can end this project. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I think most of the code was written by Claude. And even though like I was there to oversee and actually like, steer it, like not to make a lot of things that are like not good, but other than that, I think this is a good project to get started with like learning about Websockets, chats, and various other things. Hey everyone, I hope you liked this video. Thank you for staying till the end. And let me know if you have any suggestions for me or anything that I can improve in future. And have a nice day. Bye bye.